Hello, my loves, and welcome back to an episode of Embracing Power and Potential. I hope you have all had a fabulous week. I myself have just been on the grind, getting like 5 hours of sleep at the moment and just doing all the things. But we've been good. Booked a couple of guests for the podcast, so definitely keep an eye out for these episodes coming up. But that's really all from me for my weekly update. I'm just on the grind at the moment, working on our manifestation program that will be launching at the end of this year, start of 2026. Very exciting times ahead. So, let's get into the episode. Welcome, listeners, to Embracing Power and Potential, your go-to podcast where we travel through the realms of personal growth, mindset mastery, and fear-conquering strategies to help achieve your greatest desires. I'm your host, Portia, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this transformative experience. If you're ready to unleash your authentic power and elevate your life, you're in the right place. Join me and our special guests as we embark on conversations that will broaden your horizons and enrich your journey. So, sit back and immerse yourself in these unmatched discussions. It's time to expand your mind and your life. So, the episode for today is based around money, because we know everyone loves to talk about money and everyone wants to get rich. Let's be real. But most people think that that means making more money, not managing it better. So today, I want to talk about something that sounds boring, but is actually the foundation of financial freedom. Living below your means without falling into scarcity. And what I mean by living below your means is living a bit of a more low-key lifestyle, not buying all these expensive and fancy things all the time until you can buy more than what you can right now. And I'm not saying sacrifice, but we will get into this in the episode. I am going to be going over 6 points that I have brainstormed to how you can live below your means without falling into scarcity. So point number 1, the difference between saving and scarcity. When I say living below your means, I mean this as strategy, not sacrifice. When you're in scarcity, this is when you say things like, I can't afford it. However, strategy says, I'm choosing not to spend right now so I can multiply it later. This is what I mean when I say live below your means until you can buy more than what you can right now, by letting your wealth compound over time, so then you do have that financial freedom. Because you're not broke when you spend less. You are being intentional with your money. This is a way of respecting your money and respecting your wealth. However, there is a big difference between saving out of fear and saving from power. Fear says, I can't spend because I'll lose it, because that money's going to go and not come back. Whereas power says, I'm choosing not to spend because I am building something bigger. You are doing the same thing in each scenario, but it's the power of the mindset shift and the intention behind it that creates that difference. When you are saving, you are not depriving yourself. You are delaying your gratification to create long-term abundance. So it's literally just using your mindset to create a different reality for when you are saving. That is point 1. Now, point number 2, the energetic shift behind wealth building. Like I said in the previous point, money responds to intention, not fear. If you're in the energy of, oh, I need to hoard this, or I need to save all this money and I can't let it go because I don't have enough, you will attract more lack, because that is fear-based saving, not abundance-based saving. If your energy is saying, I'm creating overflow by being intentional, this can mean by saving. Whatever you're doing to grow your money, that is the mindset shift that you need to incorporate in your life. Instead of saving money because you don't have enough right now, instead of creating overflow in your bank account or in your savings by being intentional with my spending. That is powerful. When you live in scarcity, this is when you repel money. You know how they say the poor stays poor and the rich keeps getting richer? Because subconsciously your beliefs are feeling like you don't have enough. So then that is going to keep creating your reality. If your thoughts are constantly, I can't afford this, or I need to hold on to every cent that I have, that energy closes the flow of money. Because remember, money is energy. Everything is energy, and energy has to move. Like our emotions move through our body, money is energy, and it moves and flows through our life, because we are energetic beings vibrating at an energetic frequency. So if we are closing off that frequency and closing off any receiving energy by feeling like we don't have enough and feeling in lack, that is when you will close yourself off to receiving money. This is when money will be hard to come by, or you will see it come and go so quickly. Because remember, money loves clarity, not chaos. You need to be clear with your intentions, with your spending habits, clear with your beliefs around money, clear with your money worth, your money mindset. How do you feel about money? Do you feel worthy enough to hold wealth, to hold money? So these are all very important parts to building your wealth, is your mindset around money. Let's get into point 3. Audit your lifestyle, not your worth. This part is key. Look at where you are overspending emotionally. Are you buying things to feel validated? To feel seen? Are you buying things to feel worthy? Living below your means doesn't mean that you are living below your value. I like to look at it as just simplifying my life now to strengthen the financial foundation that I have for my next level, for my dream life, for the life that is going to cost me lots of money to upkeep. And, you know, we all have our dream lifestyle, and it doesn't mean that we have to spend millions on it. I mean, you can if you want, but auditing your lifestyle right now will be able to create the financial foundation for your future. And in this day and age, everyone wants that quick buck, quick rich schemes are everywhere. You get instant gratification. Every time we look at our phones, we get that dopamine hit. We get notifications instantly. Everything in our life happens so fast and is so easily accessible. But to build wealth, that is the long-term game. That is not some quick fix. To actually hold your wealth, look at your life right now and look at things that you can change to have a wealthier and richer future. Point 4, temporary simplicity for long-term luxury. So this sort of goes hand in hand with the last point. I call this the discipline era. You might go through a season where you cut back. You're not going out as much. You're saving instead of splurging. But you are doing it with purpose. You're not missing out. You are building leverage for your future. And this discipline era is that builds your financial freedom. So for an example in my life with being in a season of discipline. So right now, I don't really go out as such at the moment. I don't like to spend money right now on, going out. I mean, I buy food. I'll go out and have a dinner with a girlfriend. Or, a few weeks ago, I did go out with my cousin and we had a good time. But that's not an every week occurrence. That's a maybe once a 6 months occurrence. Because I'm being smart with my money. And that's my answer every time. Don't even have to feel bad about it. When someone asks you to go out or to do something, like, no, I'm being smart with my money right now, but thank you so much for the offer. Do you want to do something else that's maybe free or less expensive, or maybe go for a walk, whatever it is? But what I do is all the money that I make, I put a percentage away for investing. So I have shares that I invest into every week. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying my experience. So maybe you can be inspired by some of these points and, take a look at your habits and see how you can change them. I put money away every week for my business coach because I pay a monthly subscription for that for a whole year investment that I'm in at the moment. So every week I put money towards that. So I'm always ahead. I put money into a savings account for my home loan. I have a cash savings account that every time I reach a certain amount, that goes straight into my home loan. So I'm living below my means. I don't, buy fancy shoes right now, or I don't really buy clothes or anything unless obviously I need them, but I'm not spending just because. I buy what's necessary for me, and all the rest is going to my future. And I'm okay with that. And I genuinely feel good about that. Because remember, it is with intention. So if you're not feeling good about your money habits, then you're not going to see very much money coming in. And that's when lack happens, because there's that energy of resistance, and that will keep repelling money from you. But when you are clear with your intentions with money, you know exactly where it's going. You look at your money. One thing that I do is I have a money date. Once a week on my Sunday reset, I sit down and have a date with my money. I look at all of my savings accounts, my cash savings, everything like that, and I write it all down. I write down all of my big purchases for that week to see where my money is going. And I have all my subscriptions and everything like that written down, so I know exactly where my money is going, because I respect my wealth. And then that just helps me keep track of, how much I've got, how much I'm saving, where money's going, and then I write some affirmations and, a little thank you note to money for being there for me, and then just work a little bit on my money mindset as well at that time. If I'm having any limiting beliefs, or if I notice any, scarcity that had come up for me, that's where it all goes. And I have a little date with money. So if you haven't tried that, I definitely recommend, so you can really keep track of your wealth and see it grow. Ever feel like you're meant for more, but something keeps holding you back? Maybe you've read the books, set the goals, but deep down, doubt still creeps in. It's not just about working harder, it's about rewriting your mindset for success. I help ambitious young people break past limiting beliefs, step into their power, and create the life they know they are meant for. If you're ready to stop playing small and start living big, book in your free discovery call with me today. My website will be linked in the show notes, or you can find me in my Instagram bio. Embracing Power and Potential Coaching Services. A vision to empower 10,000 young people to create a life they truly desire. Now, let's get into point 5. Keeping abundance flowing, even while saving. This is so important. You have to still allow small luxuries in your life while you're saving. Treating yourself to small things that make you feel abundant. This can be your morning coffee, because I know I like to treat myself to my morning coffee, and that makes me feel good. It can be candles, or going on dates with your friends to cafes, beauty rituals, or skincare, because your life has to still be abundant, because that's the energy behind your intentions of saving. Even just going for walks in nature, because abundance isn't about how much money you spend, it's about the energy that you bring in your daily life. And of course, the most important thing is having gratitude for what you already have. Because gratitude, as we know, is the highest vibration that you can tap into. And gratitude amplifies abundance. And on the flip side, being in lack energy shrinks your abundance. Being grateful for not only the money you have, but everything you have in your life. What experiences has money helped you have? How has money saved you at times, or has it been there for you? Different ways to create a relationship with money as well, because that's important, to actually have a relationship with money. And that's when I talk about going on money dates and doing these things, because money is an energy just like any other human that we know. So we want to treat it with respect. But we also want to be grateful for the money that we don't even have yet, for the money that is coming to us. I always say, I'm grateful for the overflow of money that I have in my life and all that is on its way to me. Because number one, that claims it. Money is always continuously flowing to me. I'm open to receiving, and I'm grateful for the things that I already have. I'm not in lack. I am abundant. So using affirmations like this and saying, I love money and money loves me, and my wealth grows even when I spend less. I'm actually going to put a book in the show notes, a link to a book. It's called You're a Badass at Making Money, and honestly started my money mindset journey. It is the best. So I will link that in the show notes, along with maybe a little affirmation track, just so you can sort of, get in the vibe, get your money mindset flowing, start growing your wealth. Because let's be real, that's what everyone wants. This is how we can create the lives that matter to us. Okay, and our last point, number 6, reinvest what you save. The goal when we're talking about living below your means and saving your money is not just to hoard money. Because remember, money is energy and we want it to flow through our life, and it circulates into things that grow your future, your business, your education, investments, long-term investments that grow your wealth. Because this is how we let our money compound and grow through investing it into ourselves and into our future. Whether this is through a business coach, where you may not get a physical return of money investment from that. However, from the value that you receive from that business coach will bring you way bigger return of investments is in yourself as a person, in your business, how you show up. And that's just an example that I can take from my life. But it could be anything from investing into a home to, create a home investment through renting, whatever it is that appeals to you on your journey, but anything that creates long-term wealth, because this is you shifting from being a consumer of money to being a creator of wealth. So that is the 6 points for today. I'm going to quickly brush over the 6. So if you want to write these down in your notes or in a journal so you can go over them and think about these things for yourself and how you can integrate these into your own life. Number 1, understanding the difference between saving and scarcity. Number 2, the energetic shift behind wealth building. Number 3, auditing your lifestyle, not your worth. Number 4, temporary simplicity for long-term luxury. Number 5, keep abundance flowing even while saving. And number 6, reinvest what you save. So, getting rich doesn't start with making more. It starts with respecting what you already have. You don't have to live in lack. You just have to live on purpose. Live with intention. Spend with intention. The universe rewards discipline, not desperation. So check in with your energy. Every time you go to spend money, every time you look at your bank account, see what comes up for you. Journal it. Message it to me. I love to hear you guys' stories. I hope you enjoyed that episode for today. And if it resonated with you, leave a comment below. Send this to your friends and family, and also posting to your Instagram stories is always appreciated, and definitely tag me so I can repost them all. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.